Una dey go from where you come, not just the flow. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get peace. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get peace. Everybody say, can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings. I go tell any two like they know why you eat. They need new terminal, my whole own fairy. They say I'm better player, them sign Tom and Jerry. They made no to go not then you eat that jelly. The Lunge Bridge, not say Abadan. Delilah, like Londo, and Liaban. Them see and season and call a Amatan. But we go come out from them like Jagaban. Say you know they kill again, so you not been killer. I can feel when you need done, now you pillar. When they suffer, now we walk, so now we they feel her. So blood, now you and we know on this kind of leader. Una they go, una they go. Una go more sleep, waiting una so. Una they go, una they go. From where you come, not just the flow. Power, we they give them notice. Power, we they give them notice. Power, we they give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get peace. Power, we they give them notice. Power, we they give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get everybody say, can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go.
The people they want make you go, they want make you go. From where you come, the power, money not the flow. If say inside 6 months, the economy they grow. But just like a tortoise, everything just is slow. As we want for speak, we mind and kill we like chicken. The new direction, not to car and not dump while the engine. The people they suffer, they fly like a pigeon. Now the election, tell no can you have to make like you be seen. Everybody say,
power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get peace. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get peace. Everybody say, can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings. Now say make we trust the process. But on a normal they test the success. 90% of the youth them jobless. We vote for you now more poverty and more stress. 2.3 million for $100. The mommy they chill, the papa na baller. When you talk it true now you throw them go scholar. Then go set you up jail you for make you dollar. The poor just the poor and the rich getting richer. Free education almost then they pay the teacher. Fuel price 22,000 for liter. Enter the hotel light dump while we meet her. Why so now the true banya fake key. What the $40 billion, where did they create? 18,000 for 1 grain sardine, one bag of 650, una just imagine. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get peace. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. Power, we dey give them notice. If we not give them notice, but we not go get peace. Everybody say, can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go. Can't stand, we are standing up. Greetings, power for go.
I know say on a social media defense minister dem there for talk say the price of basic commodities and fuel na we country na the same price na other country dem. Una left them comparison here no. Una left wild play. If you check the minimum wage that them country dem check the minimum wage na we country, you go find out say dem young salary dem high pass we own bad one. Who go salary dem small yanga? Cry daily, dem just dey for blame. 5 years dem dey blame the past government. Dem don blame corona, dem don blame Russia. Na wetin dem go blame next now? Innocent! The one and only political dinner monster. Una must left here. Not so by bullet, na by ballot.
Hello, good evening, Sierra Leone. Good evening, comrades. Good evening, the world as a whole. Today is the 27th of August 2023. Time now it's 5 minutes past 7. We are live on the APC online TV platform, which is the mouthpiece of the APC in the diaspora. And again, kindly asking viewers and also compatriots to kindly help us share this video. This evening, I'm sure most of you have seen the flyers going around about the topic for the evening. We have current issues, because we have 3 different issues that we wanted to talk about. We know what's trending within Sierra Leone, so again, we just need to try and educate everyone on it. This evening, I'm going to be here myself and the coordinator, Comrade Owan Kasi, but hopefully he will join us, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to get through to the technical team so that they will contact our guests too, because it looks like they're having technical issues, so that they'll be able to assist them to join us live. But as I said, today is the 27th of August 2023, Sunday, which is our regular the APC Diaspora Online TV platform flagship program. Every Sunday, 7 o'clock, we are here. Unless time does not permit us, we move it to 8 by 7 every Sunday. And everyone is welcome to kindly join us. Want to say good evening to all our viewers, week in and week out. You're with us. We are grateful. And again, wanted to say my name is Comrade Sweet Bonita. I will also be hosting along my coordinator this evening. But again, before we start the program, while we're just here, just wanted to inform viewers again, tomorrow there is a visual for Black in the Park, which is going to happen in Borges Park in the UK, and London, precisely Sadok. That's where it happens 2 years ago, but that was during the COVID, the lockdown. But again, we were given the permission to do a visual in the park. So it's Black in the Park, and tomorrow again, it's something that we're going to continue with, just to let the people know we haven't forgotten about the issue that happened. Tonkan Limba, Makeni, Lonsa, Waterloo, Tumbo, 91, and also Pademba Road. There are so many issues that happened in Sierra Leone, and it still continues to happen. But again, we just want to let the people of Sierra Leone know we haven't forgotten about it, and we're still remembering them, and we continue to pray for them. And I'm sure what the concerned Sierra Leonean, in collaboration with other organizations, are trying to do that. I think Like Minds of McCaney, they were there as well. And I think Sierra Gem as well are going to be there. So many. Please, if I did not call your organization or your involvement, please forgive me, because I haven't got the list with me. I'm just doing that up ahead. So please forgive me for that. But again, as I said, we'll come and discuss about Connor saying he will go on to the second list, or they have to bring second lists and all that. And also we need to discuss about the MCC 400 million. What's the situation when it comes to Sierra Leone, and also the ICC letter. At first it was not correct, it was fake. All of a sudden now, oh, it's just a biological engagement. Coming live on air, TikTok or my Facebook page, or even on my WhatsApp, you can see I've posted they are looking for international lawyer. For what purpose? You're saying ICC, why are you looking for a lawyer? But that's really, everything happens every time, and we're always coming here to update people on issues and analysis that is happening in the country, to bring everybody up to speed with it. But I think my coordinator will join us so that he'll be able to introduce himself. But if not, just wanted to talk on the issues of. Oh, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, coordinator, and welcome to the APC Online TV Diaspora platform, the mouthpiece of the APC.
Yeah, good evening. Sweet Bonita, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Okay. Good evening, comrades of the APC. This is Comrade Awan Kasu, the co-host for this platform today, and welcome back, viewers and listeners. And we get very important to talk today about very important topics. Them and want also to reiterate what Sweet Bonita just talked just now about the Black in the Park. Sierra Leonean organizations them concern Sierra Leoneans. Um, we get Sierra Gem Media platform, and we also get Like Minds from McKinney and Black in the Park. Everybody get for where Black for go na the park tomorrow Monday. Now Southeast London Budget Park. So we want to encourage everybody we're concerned about the people them we they don't kill in the past 5 years. Whether na Lunsar, McKinney, Tumbu, Pademba Road, Lumley, Mal 91, Tonko Limba, you name it. All the places them in the country where they don't kill people them senselessly, brutally, for no good reason because they are from the northwest region of the country or because they are members of the APC. We want for encourage them people and they for come na Budget Park tomorrow for can mourn, for can remember them, for can pray for them, for can give hope to the family members them, for say we stand by them and we will continue to seek justice for them people and they until they get justice. Whatever they get forget, no go replace their life, no go bring their life back. But at least what we could do for try for put one them, the perpetrators them to justice to make them can answer to the heinous crime they would have not put together in this world. So after that we go for discuss the further topics then. We now the 400 million we still need to just not talk about this now. With the MCC we don't promise Sierra Leone, but because of the still where they still the election results, the MCC don't decide say they will hold on to the biggest part of that money they can Sierra Leone, even though they're committed to the people of Sierra Leone. But the government, we are the de facto government, who they try to bring themselves, by force into governing the people and we not vote for them, they no go get that money. We also not talk about the letter. The letter will come out from the prosecution team from the International Criminal Court. So, of course, the United Nations Secretary General, that letter day we just can discuss them. Very, very important. So we hope say Una will don't join me inside this platform. Go interact with me properly. Let we say get for listening to Una what Una got for say, and then we will take the discussion further from this. So I want to say welcome to Lamin Denke, Biose Koka, welcome, and make the list go on small. So Fit Bonita, yes, while we wait for the guests for coming, we get then topic also for deal with. The letter 400 million. You think this Madam you go let go of that 400 million day and just give up and allow the international community to come count the result and review the results and then that money they can salon or you want selfishly to dump and power and then forfeit that money day.
Well, honestly, I don't think the money is in fact is for him. That shows that Madabio does not have any respect for the people of Sierra Leone, because if we can look at the way um, Sierra Leone is going at this moment, we can see the ordinary people are struggling to even have a warm meal a day. And I think it's about 2 or 3 years ago, Madabio said he is saving the people of Sierra Leone $500. So if they're about to lose 400 million, then we see. But you ask a question if it's selfish. Madabio is already selfish. So now it's up to the people of Sierra Leone to see exactly the kind of person he is and the people that he has also associate himself with. Because again, we saw, I think, on the just concluded stolen elections where he sacked some of the advisors that he had before. So I'm sure he has not been getting good advice. But again, that's Madabio for you. Even if they give it to him, he doesn't take it. Some of us do it behind the scene, he doesn't listen. So sometimes we have to do it. It's for the if he's going to allow us to lose 400 million. Is a huge amount and which can save lives. So that's something we need to remember again as a nation.
That's a small money, oh, Sweet Bonita. 500 million, almost 500 million. Not a small money at all. And we really get more. And like you said, the money not belong to Madabio. The money belong to Sierra Leone, the people of Sierra Leone for development. And I think we are clearly with the US ambassador talker, for say they get serious concerns over the elections, the tabulation period, and they read the results while counting was still going on in the country, and then talk about Mohamed Kone refusal and everything. So the APC party don't make it clear. Or say they not participate for any governance business until they get an independent outside Sierra Leone, outside people that we independent, we very impartial, we go come for can review the results. And I think say that's not a big school. Now just a simple, process of transparency we will not be get during the election, APC they ask for. That alone for don't save Sierra Leone from this country of Olodi Panso right now. Things are very bad. What do you think?
Well, I'm also grateful that you mentioned about the discrepancy on the Talain side, because I think one of the things SFPP has put forward was for them to, in fact, put Gilda to oversee that particular committee. And the ambassador says, you were part of the players. How can you come and become a rep while you were the player? Says we need people that are neutral, not from any political party. And at this point, as we speak, forcefully, you are there now. So what would you really come and do justice to the people of Sierra Leone? Because one thing also we need to remember, Comrade Wankisu, it's like Sierra Leone is a nation. It doesn't belong to one, let's say, ethnic group or one region or one political party. And if the people of Sierra Leone have gone out to cast their vote and they've protected their vote, I don't see any reason why Mohamed Kone to connive with Madabio to steal the election. Because as he said, counting were going on, which all of us were on the ground seeing, and then they were calling results. Results from where? I will repeat. That 60-40 was from the South because the South had no issues. They finished voting, I think, even before 5 o'clock. So they were fine. Compared to in the North and the Northwest and also the Western area, it's up to 7 o'clock. People were still casting vote. So that has to delay. But polling centers or stations that were devoted earlier have already tallied. And again, people will come back. APC should provide result. APC should provide their evidence. APC do not have the mandate, and they are not in the position to do that. They have it, but it's not their call. Even if APC is to provide the result right now, until what Connor will call, that's what they will say. That's what it is. So why are you asking APC to provide this? That's my biggest concern. So again, I think we just need to be educating people on this, requesting APC should give them their evidence. APC is not in call with anyone. And everything that is doing, it has to do with ECSL. It has nothing to do with SLPP because SLPP did not call results. It was Momekone, which is ECSL. So that's something people need to be also thinking about.
Yeah. I think so. We don't say that several times. This now Mohamed Kone we get business with right now. Mohamed Kone before the election, so we don't make and clear say, none of the man we responsible for the fate of the people of Sierra Leone. Um, the president then when Marabio be entrusted with the powers, even though he not been qualified. That's another issue for become the electoral commissioner. The APC party been kicked against the legitimacy of the man, but as you know, the power pass died and they use for try for bring Mohamed Kone in. So the APC party been always very skeptical about him appointments. And the skepticism where the APC gets, you know, just confirmed by the behavior of Mohamed Kone himself. So while we get we democratic issues them, constitutional issues them with Madabio, we also get we own serious election problems with the Mohamed Kone himself. And the position where APC don't take so right now, I believe say by all means, you know, go sit down and allow anything to be swept under the carpet. We get for make sure say for the sanity of Sierra Leone, for the peace of Sierra Leone, for the democracy of Sierra Leone, the right thing has to be done, and APC get for put their foot down and make sure say that is, you know, otherwise, Sierra Leone is not a marketplace. Anybody can come up tomorrow, can tell you and say, well, then I mean the leader now has to today. So anybody will form at the shooter Makila, would not believe himself like the Sierra Leone will get for turn in the next 20, 30 years. But let that not happen. The sacrifices the way the MPs they don't take, not for going to parliament, people in the diaspora applaud them. And of course, it's difficult. People may expect say they will go represent, but at the moment, the way the country they go, the economy they in a very, very, very bad state. So it's very difficult for people for able to sustain themselves. You know, given that there's for don't go to parliament, we try for help them constituents them. You know, bring us small development for the constituents them. The money them they expect say will come small at the that the cover from the international community in order for come because mother will stand on the way. And this is very bad. The people of Sierra Leone therefore wake up and stand with the position of APC until Mohamed Kone do the right thing and allow the results to be counted properly. And the results we due to the winner to be given to the winner, and then the country will get sanity. What do you think of that?
Well, as a nation, I think that's what we expect to be done because, again, Commander Wankasu, like you rightly said, the APC front at the initial stage of Mohamed Kone being put there as the electoral commissioner. If people know history between Madabiu and Mohamed Kone, these are friends. They went to school, went to the same room and all that. So we all knew what was happening. Mancha immediately after the election, we also had where some presenters were saying, and these were foreigners saying, well, Mohamed Kone was paid handsomely to rig the election. So even though people were saying, oh, there was a gun on his head for him to announce the way, he was already paid. So the gun was nothing to do with it. It was just there to say, oh, I didn't do it because I wanted to do it. I was forced to do it. I was coerced to do it. But that's not it. And I think, again, before even the election, the APC also frowned at it. Like, we want X, Y, and Z to be changed. And they said, oh, no, because APC is not ready to go into election. This is why they are bringing this at the 11th hour. APC was also encouraged to go into the election, which they did. And the only thing APC said they would do, they were going to protect the vote. And indeed, they did. So there was no other way. We saw all the abnormalities that the SAPP and NEC played during the election process, but they were not able to succeed. So the only last resort they had was for them to call the wrong number, because there are people in parliament right now can tell in their constituency. But as far as SLPP is concerned, they're in parliament as we speak, or they are their councillors, they are their chairpersons. But they didn't win during the election because all the things were tallies, and everybody has people that were congratulated on their forums and stuff. They posted their, all of a sudden now they are not. What happened? So these are the questions we are always asking. Connor, you need to provide the result of the people. It was the people's voice. And again, I've also heard about this organization, People's PPP, People Power and Politics. So it's like the people have stood there, cast their vote, protected. All they needed was for that vote to be married as how it should be. But again, Kone and SLPP, or should I say Mother Bio, have done the worst again in our history. But this is something that is not anything good to write home about. It's absolutely not good at all. It's not helping our nation. Because now if you said Sierra Leone and they said, where they stole the election, it's a bit disgraceful. It's a bit disgraceful.
Yeah. One for welcome Richard Clays. We watch all the way from Sierra Leone. We also want to welcome Sheila Baba. Instead of the watch from Sierra Leone, we get a lot of people and they watch directly from Sierra Leone in this program, this platform. We're very grateful. Continue for stay locked on and for join the discussion. And you can ask any questions, and we will try our best to see if we'll be able to answer the questions then for now. Yeah, we get Abia Tekoka as well. We get Lamin Denke. You're all welcome at the platform, and we want to appreciate you now and tell you say. We are join the conversation. We will always endeavor to try for answer on our questions then. Okay? Thank you.
I think Sheila, that's Shiba Concept. So welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Powerful social media blogger.
No, right? I think when it was time to go to was it in Dubai when they were having that thing, she traveled and says, well, what they are telling us and what we're seeing is definitely not it. So I'm telling you what the truth is. But again, that's just what it is. People pay to prove pointers, When it comes to SLPP, they did propaganda coming to governance and it hasn't worked. Now that they are there, they cannot keep up. Because remember, Commodore Ankasa, when the letter came out, remember the letter was sent to them. They linked it on social media. And then they were like, oh, this letter is wrong. This letter did not happen. This letter is like this. Who was the letter addressed to? It has nothing to do with the opposition, which is APC. You're in governance. They wrote you. How did the letter end up on? And before, no, it's just about biological information. They wanted to speak to us. So why were you denying in the first place? What are they hiding? The 400 million right now, they ain't talking about it. Because they know where the only reason for them to get it, they need to do X, Y, and Z, which hasn't happened. So we need to be on this, and we cannot let go. Absolutely not. It's difficult. We really need that money. We need the money.
Sure.
So the right thing needs to be done.
Yeah. Sweet Bonita, of course, there is one really interesting topic we make rounds on social media recently. We all know within a prosecution. We all know see that the one day we go talk against somebody for indict person in a court. The lawyers they wouldn't say the prosecution lawyer and the one day we go evidence for say yes, this person don't commit so crime. This letter will make rounds on social media. We come out from the International Criminal Court. We all know say recently Sierra Leoneans then go to the International Criminal Court. They go demonstrate there They not only go demonstrate, they then go deliver a dossier, of evidences them from the past 5 years of Madabio in governance. And not only that, before them this year, other people them, when are concerned Sierra Leoneans them, lawyers them, individuals them, groups of people them, we're concerned about waiting the happen at Sierra Leone, don't go approach the International Criminal Court on several occasions for, give evidence of the things the way Malabio don't do against human rights. And a letter like this, where we all don't see on social media, asking the United Nations Secretary General for giving the opportunity for get a bilateral engagement with Mr. Madabio. If Namina Madabio, I will be worried because it comes from the prosecution team of the International Criminal Court. Nobody within right senses them, not for playing down, but I just be surprised why people feel say this is just a bilateral engagement. But anyway, make I give this first, know the digest and small sweet bonita and see inside this discussion how should they go with that. Over to you.
Well, honestly, I think as far as they are concerned, it's a walk in the park. But I don't know if you're aware. As we speak, they are looking for international lawyer.
Oh really?
Sorry, please forgive me. He's looking for a lawyer, international lawyer, to accompany him because now he doesn't think he can sit straight.
Sweet
I'm being
bonita.
serious.
No, well, I don't go blame him. If I miss myself, I go look for international lawyer. What do you think? Sweet bonita, this not something where you for joke with. But do not say the administrative part of the International Criminal Court. Do not say the administration, that department they own. Then say the prosecution department, the head of the prosecution. Now then they seek for get a one-to-one with Madabio. A prosecution team. Now you don't go there, you go there, you want win. Well, if you go there, if you come out for lucky, for country self lucky. If you not mean Madabio, for that I go when I go meet you other side, but me and they go there.
Well, to be honest, the way he is right now, he cannot refuse it. Because remember before, the first statement that they pull out when they knew or they heard that APC was not going to take part in their so-called parliament, they did make mention that if APC is not taking part, I mean, Sierra Leone is a one-party state, so Madabio will not show his face. He was supposed to send David Senge. So I don't know why, but maybe it's because of the letter now he has to go because he's been invited. So this is
well,
he doesn't have a choice.
For me, this one is difficult to
take him. But again, while we're on this, I also want the viewers to be aware that there is a link going for more evidence to be sent through to the ICC. If you're struggling to do that, you can always reach out to us. We can help you to send those evidence to the ICC. But there is a link which is available on social media that anybody can do it because we're all Sierra Leoneans. And again, we are grateful to the ones that took it upon themselves because it's a lot of sacrifice for somebody to go out and says, let me go to ICC. Let me do this for my country. Because sometimes when you advocate, people say, oh, what have you done for your country? I think what those people did, I think it was on the 14. It has made a history in our country. And remember, that was the first protest again. So this is a win-win for Sierra Leone, and we should not relent. Absolutely not relent at all.
You know what, Sweet Bonita? Madabio make people and eye open. Sierra Leoneans, they eye don't open. Before Naboku talk, cry, it's their hand to God, put their hand on, and then sleep. Next day, all things don't go behind them. Then begin look for what and go eat the next day. But now Sierra Leoneans, them na the diaspora, then self they sit down. Because waiting will happen at Sierra Leone, definitely they affect we. Now, yeah. The money they send today, we get for triple arm. And the people that we would send for when our family members would extend them to other people and neighbors, friends, and other people and we genuinely not get nothing. They defend numbers them. Not Europe, America, abroad, we don't just call for people and help them. Some people and then at this country also then they help people who don't know one day meets, they don't sabi them, but then they help them. You see, if something they go wrong in the country, government they do things them bad in the country. It's only fitting for make the one that we get the chance out of the country for able to speak on their behalf, for come up and speak. And that this we don't see in recent times. Because how people then will come out for go demonstrate, for go up in the street, for advocate against the government brutality, then are continuing for they shoot them. And not only that, now they go friend them and they host them, go pick them up and they host them, go end up for kill them. So whose chance will they get? As we speak today, people are disappearing in the country. Combatants then they disappear in the country. Police officers them were no seem for be born in the southeast of Sierra Leone, or because they surname no by somebody who come on the southeast of Sierra Leone, then they fall victim of them kind bad things they also. So Sierra Leone they do something now at the diaspora for support, for help them people and they for make themselves, not go through all them kind bad things where they happen in the country. So the ICC, of course, we not be no say the ICC now an institution where any citizen of the world, anybody can walk into and go cry say they don't do me so thing. And at this now, this Sierra Leone they don't get their eyes open to. Now they don't go there, they don't go give them the way, they don't go show them the road, or say bring you evidence. Slaughter Naya, we look am. If we see say this evidence authentic, we dey take action for now. Because a crime against human rights in any country in the world, it cut across all the borders then in the world. If you commit crime against humanity, anybody get the rights for capture you and deal with you. Any court of the law get right for capture you and deal with you. So, Madam, on this occasion, I don't think so you will get away with this. I don't think so you will get away with this. The people that don't begin they take action, and the actions they're not for Sidom, wait and see, men and sweep them under the carpets, and then they walk again. So the right thing for do, let Mr. Mohammed Kone they watch, let they see what they happen. Otherwise, no problem. We want to welcome Mimi Bangura, Mr. Robert Kago. We want to welcome Mr. Philip Lima. We want to welcome on the platform. We will continue for the drop messages them in, and we go try for do we best or questions for answer them while we move on.
Yes. Again, as you mentioned that this is the ICC because it says International Criminal Court. We've seen Sierra Leone's one at this stage. It's not effective. And I'm sure also most Sierra Leoneans, or let me say all of them, can agree to me, apart from the ones in governance. Not even all of them, because some of them are still part of these protests, telling people exactly what is happening and what is not happening. But we've seen that when it comes to the justice system in Sierra Leone, you have to be an SAPP before you can get justice. If not, forget it. It doesn't happen. Absolutely not. Because we've seen where there was a gang rape just earlier into them being in governance, 2018, Satalami, and this is from the south. All the perpetrators, because they were supporters, in fact, because they are supporters of SAPP, they're going scot-free. That's just it. So this is something that again we've always seen, and I'm sure people have decided to go outside of Sierra Leone now to make these report, because if not, it will not be hard. Absolutely not. So we need to come together as a unit to say yes, things will happen the right way, and we need to go through the right buttons. And again, we can only ask our international partners to come to our aid, because the killing, we can all see that it's not. And again, I'm just going to be grateful if people that were alive on those days as those incidents happen will be among the people that will send the evidence. Because remember, when you send a video, there is a way they can always look to it and says it was posted on this day, or this was the first person that posted it on social media, or this was the time posted on social media. So we looked at, because somebody will say, oh no, some people just stand there yesterday and did that, so that's why this happened. But no, that's not the case. So Sierra Leoneans needs to come together as one, because at the end of the day, this is not about a political party. This is about the image of Sierra Leone. Because if you are to say I'm a Sierra Leonean that says, oh, where there's still election, it's a big slap on my face. And I am proud to be a Sierra Leonean. Nobody can take that away from me. It doesn't matter what happened in there. We remain to be a Sierra Leoneans, and that continue. Back to you.
Sweet Bonita,
Yeah.
people in the thing say this not joke business. This not a joke business. This not a laugh business. Not a joke. The International Criminal Court now writes letter to the United Nations Secretary General asking for an engagement with Madabio. Una check which other country they don't write letter for ask for an engagement with them. Una check and una bring the evidence of that letter there. If they ask Madabio for an engagement, not to the administrative part of them, ask that question, not to then seek for that. Now the prosecution team, if I don't know what that means, I'm really surprised. So we not they see this as something we make up propaganda or anything like this. This, first of all, people that may deny and for say, oh, na fake letter. This not possible. Una be deny and for a fake letter. But now, a member of the Madabio, whatever, gang de facto government, where they try to form against the wish of the people, don't come out and talk say, yes, the letter is authentic. If that is the case, if me, na Madabio, or me, na in support, I will advise and say, not each other. If they go catch you now at Timbuktu, when they go catch you, but Madabio could go to that place and come out again, because they get more than enough evidence for present to them and tell them for say, this is what we have against you and you are under arrest. Simple as. So let nobody begin a joke with like people say, oh, this is not propaganda, we don't come up beyond propaganda. Propaganda not in this platform. We not about that. Now letter now we see in our social media. We look at the letter, we scrutinize the letter, we ask if the letter is authentic. The letter was confirmed to be authentic. And people them, like I say, in the past 5 years, don't go to the ICC. They don't go complain several times over about the atrocities, the way Madabio with the cause will be the government. When I feel say anybody will get away with this, or Bona Pademba will just go shoot indiscriminately, kill hundreds of people. When I feel say they not go ask question, when I go set up a committee headed by Jude for make them go investigate what happened at Pademba Road. But come on, man. Even the elections, we then set up a committee, then put Jude as head of the committee. Well, common sense, no they prevail now. Yeah? Not that we think, bro. Not that we think. This is propaganda. That we use with common sense. Sweet Bonita, would you help me, Boabi?
Comrade Awanka, so this is what I've always said. Common sense is what the SLPP lacks. Common sense, and that's where they are today. Because there's things you do and you come back and say, oh, if it would have happened this way, what would it be? And people were thinking, oh, this will come like what happened in 90, maybe 99, 96, when they killed and then they came, they said, oh, let's forgive and move on. This is no longer like before. People don't have concrete evidence or overwhelming evidence, but for now, it's there. For example, August 10, we were protesting outside the British Embassy here in the UK. People were in Sierra Leone unarmed, civilians, women, children going about, and they were shooting them just because they went out to show their dissatisfaction in the administration of Madabio. So at the end of the day, these are the things the international community don't like. And these are the things Madabio enjoy doing comfortably. Comfortably. But again, as we say, they have gullible supporters that will think and says, oh, it's okay. As I said, some of them will say, it's better for you to be killed than for you to be insulted. So that's why they are bent on killing people. Their whole aim is to, if they have the opportunity, is to kill everybody that is not SLPP, nothing else. So I'm advising the people of Sierra Leone to stand their grounds and to say no to this killing, because we've only got one Sierra Leone.
And I just want to remind viewers them we just come in, make them know say them people that we don't kill in Sierra Leone. The one that we don't kill, we not get justice. We do not even allow the family members for see them bodies, and do not even allow them family members for get all of them body for go give them a befitting burial. Sierra Leoneans are coming out tomorrow in London. They're going to be in black. They're going to wear black, and they're going to the park. The event is called Black in the Park. Sierra Leoneans, then they go in their numbers for go mourn the senseless and callous and brutal killing of innocent Sierra Leoneans them in the past 5 years. For go pray for them, for go mourn for them, for go advocate, and for go reassure the people them. For say, indeed, we go find justice for them people and they will not kill. The families of them people and they will be rest assured that this time around, Sierra Leoneans them abroad, they not go let you down. They not go team up and allow this for happen in Sierra Leone. They not go kill you for your surname. They're not supposed to sack you for your surname. They're not supposed to kill you because you support a political party. They're not supposed to sack you for that. They're not supposed to arrest you because of your surname. This is bad. The example of that we don't see in the world like genocide. With such kind of intention will you get. Even if you kill one person, then at the beginning of genocide, let alone you don't begin to go around arresting people and then they disappear at the surface of the earth without traces. We want to make sure see them people are so their voice are heard. Outside and go beg them, we they exhume them body them. We they go there, we go dig back. We pull them body them, we make sure say outside and claim say them beg. We they go dig the back. We they find evidence for make sure say justice prevail for them people and they. Make nobody not sit down on social media, they go and left message them as he wants, thinking, oh, them guy are this, oh, the APC then are this. Yes, we are APC. But you kill person, you kill Motorman, you taking life where get right for taking life. If you do that, justice must prevail in Sierra Leone. Justice must prevail, and we make sure say that happen. Elect how long it take, they happen. So if una see a letter like this, let us not surprise. If it not happen today, it happen tomorrow. If it not happen tomorrow, it happen next tomorrow. They say, elect how long the night is. The day is surely to come. And Dogo clean powder very, very soon.
Well,
Welcome, Philip.
definitely. They know already, because I think somebody on the comment section is just saying they are in contact with. So those gullible supporters that are saying, well, it's not this, it's this. Let's wait and see. Because very soon those will be the same person say, did this really happen? Because they'll be asking themselves the same question. Because I'm a bit surprised why people are crying and you are bent on saying, no, it's not right, it's not true, or this is fine. I'm a bit surprised. I'm really, really surprised on that. But whilst we're on this, I just want to let our viewers know, yes, our guest is having technical issues, so we might not be able to get him today. But please, please, please make sure you log in every Sunday. We are here 7 to 8, unless we have to go beyond. But that's just us on the APC Online TV platform, the mouthpiece of the APC. And as we say, we don't do propaganda on our platform. We're always here to let everyone knows what is happening in Sierra Leone and to work with them as a unit, because it's one Sierra Leone we have. For me, I don't look at any political party. I look at Sierra Leone, because Sierra Leone is the bigger picture. Now we're talking about the 400 million. It's for Sierra Leone. It doesn't belong to a political party. The human rights abuses doesn't belong to one political party, even though they have been perpetrated against one political party. But even people from the other political party are also feeling the pinch. They're also struggling with that, because nobody wants to see a fellow human being being killed in such a way. It's wrong. It is completely wrong. And we should always try. But again, it doesn't happen. What can we say? What can we do? It's very, very sad in Sierra Leone. The cost of living has gone up enormously. You cannot even imagine. Even prices that people get in Africa are expensive. A wheat that is made of cassava is more expensive than the rice, which is our staple food. So I am looking at it. How does that connect? But again, people say, well, they said dollar is gone up, so I put my own thing. You buy a cup of chili for, like, let's say 20 grand. For what purpose? This is something that you used to buy for 2,000, 3,000. Now it's 20. Before, you used to buy Maggi, maybe they will tell you for you like 5 for 1,000. Now maybe it's 1 for 2,000 or 3,000 for one single cube, and you need 5. So everything in the country has just gone up. But people will not understand this. When you say it, they'll be like, oh no, it's politics. Either you are in politics actively or inactively, or participating or sympathizing, you will feel the pinch. It doesn't affect one. It affects the whole. But please, 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 I'm appealing to Sierra Leoneans. Some of us are fighting for Sierra Leone. It has nothing to do. For me, I'm from the South, and I'm proud. Nobody can take that away from me. If my brother, my cousin, my friend is doing something wrong from the South, I'm going to say it. There's no two ways about it. I don't. So please, let's just do the right thing. Mohammed Kone, it's still not too late. You can do the right thing. Whatever the consequences is, you will deal with it. But you have to do the right thing. And the people of Sierra Leone are ready for you to do the right thing, because we are asking on the religious leader that we're going to the opposition and say, oh, just go and participate. Let's wait for this. You can ask Mother Bio to do the right thing, and ask Mohammed Kone to do the right thing. Because I think if you have to talk to people, those are the people you need to literally speak to do the right thing in the country. So I think that's what I would like to say at this stage. So let's see where we go.
Yeah. Sid Bonita, you touched certain areas that I want to reiterate with you as well. Obviously, they see we youth man them. then they get sick, through the drugs when they take. This kush way then at the country now. They see young man them foods in the swell. And I listened to one audio about some couple of days ago. One freelance journalist shared on social media. It touched me out. And as I mean, me myself don't see that. I don't see what the man they try to paint that audio day. I see I'm live at the country. You know, I did drive several partners at the country. They see young boys them sit down with their foot, they don't swear well. That is signs of organ failure. With the hearts, the kidneys, the liver, then they fail. These are the signs. Young person in foot in the sweat well. It is sleep by himself, it map it is sleep by himself. This is not cool at all. This is not funny. Things the way we buy in the market, the one the way they support Maravio, or we only buy the dia things them. So me, I need to worry much about that. But they use another person for kill another person, and then you think say, oh, because of he come out in a different political party, so he deserve to be killed, and then they get justice for that. We know they accept that. If you do wrong, at least now make laws then at the country for let them correct time. But if you do they circumvent the laws, them toxin are orders from above for shoot and kill people, and just like that, no, at some point, God says no go agree for let's get away with that. You go meet your junction, you go meet one person who go agree with you. To understand? And the people of Sierra Leone don't tire. They don't tire with all of this. For 5 years, things that they had every day in the country. Then on top of that, they kill people them. Even up to recently, the DEPA arrest people them. The DEPA arrest people and dock them in a cell, torture them. Some of them we see the dog arrest them, so we're not going to ever see them again. We're not going to ever see them again. Who's counting this? What they happen in our country? Then we sit down, we know the shame, we know the thing. Yes, we for stand up against them kind of bad thing what they happen in the country, or because Medina APC, or because standing in SLPP. So we just dismiss them kind of nonsense there. I don't think say it right. Not correct today, not forever correct. So make we all join together. We put ourselves together and accept, say, then wrong year, so now be all responsibility for fight time. So dear viewers, we ready for share this platform with you where every time we wanna get chance for come up with anything way, constructive, we go ready for engage with you now. Anytime we engage with you now, then we all get the understanding for CS. This is not correct. So let we go, Sweet Bonita.
Thank you so much, Commodore Wankasi. I was happy when you mentioned about when it comes to the struggle, both political party supporters or even the executives are suffering. Because I think just after the election was rigged, there were a group of girls stand out. They were singing like everybody's going to suffer. It doesn't matter if you're there, we're all suffering. So, but you can see the joys in them doing that because they respected one another. You are there, we are here. You said this is how it is. It's fine. But I think after that day, you had people that were going after people's property, life, killing them just because they don't support SFPP. For me, that's the sad part. That's not the Sierra Leone I knew. Absolutely not. And I don't think I should hate anybody from the north or the northwest or the northeast. I should not. Or even from the western. It's wrong. They're all human beings like myself. Why would I want something evil, bad, unjust to happen to them? If it was me, what would I want? I want somebody to still there for me. But those are the things we are lacking in Sierra Leone. When it comes to the SFP, I've said this, because people will say, oh, Sri Benita, don't. They lack the common sense. I think few days to election, Madabio went to Madabio went to Wellington telling us, oh, apparently we're going to open the bakery, which is a private business already. Till this day, it's still closed as we speak. This person that was telling you is going to open a bakery, up to now, the bakery is closed. So there is nothing they have said they will do apart from coming to kill people, which they have executed that without no issues. But the rest, I haven't seen anything there apart from them just killing people, intimidating them. For me, it's sad. Look at it. After election, the next day, oppositions are having a press conference. You are there to assassinate the person that won the election. And they were waiting, for APC to go out and start fighting. They said, APC is a troublemaker. But they did not see anything. But for me, sometimes I said, that APC that I have heard about, I think we need that APC back. This professionalism of being too posh, too nice, too principles, it's not the APC Sierra Leone knows and will respect. So I'm appealing for people to bring back those APC that even if you look at my eyeball in a bad way, I swear to God, you will not live to see another day. Listen of let's wait. Because the things that they did within the last 5 years when they were in governance, if they would have been stopped, the APC I knew, I don't think Mother Bio would have dared or had the audacity to ask Connie to call that result the way it called it. It will not happen. So APC needs to go back to the drawing board. And, people were coming and says, we don't need the old folks. We need them because we knew that when they were there, they don't take nonsense from anybody. And I'm afraid the APC that people are seeing is not the APC that they knew. And we need that APC. That's the honest truth.
Yeah, Sweet Bonita. I just want to ask a question to the general viewers then. Does anyone think say Madabio for go?
Yes. Maybe.
At the UN General Assembly? Anybody think say Madabio for go under, and if he go there, they go arrest them or then go indict them? Or maybe he go walk out free and come back and think, say, okay, well, this now just a bilateral, engagement. Waiting una think, una give we una thoughts about this letter when they write so. The criminal, the prosecution department of the International Criminal Court that they write this letter for show interest for get hold of Madabio for make them get an engagement with them. Una tell we if Madabio for goodie or not for go. Mercy me. Una tell we what? Una wale Madabio goodie.
At this stage, he doesn't even have the power to make a decision.
If you get seed like man, my goodie.
Either he goes, he doesn't go, it's not in his favor. So this is why I'm saying to you, the man is looking for international lawyers now to go with him.
That's
just in case.
I listen for powerful international lawyer. We go talk say, una left and I'm responsible for him. Una make like come back, I'm responsible for him.
I don't think
the man has not been recognized, Sweet Bonita.
No, but he cannot be recognized. I want to Madabio cannot be recognized. Let's be honest. As for me, I've said it before. In the last 5 years, I did not even recognize him. And he behaved the way he did. And now that he has stolen elections. So for me, it's just, this is what they say, Suwasama. So the rest have just happened on top of it. He himself knows. And you genuinely meet supporters that have their five senses in order will tell you, SLPP, what you have done or what you are doing is wrong. I am SLPP, I cannot change, but I have to say the truth. You meet people like those and they keep saying it. Because the community I was in, people were fighting among themselves. And somebody says, how can you steal from somebody and you're coming again to provoke them and you expect them to sit? They said, this is wickedness. And it doesn't mean because they're
Absolutely.
talking, it means they cannot talk, but they're just holding their peace. This is what I'm saying. That APC of holding peace, we don't need it. Sierra Leone don't need it. People like Madabia don't need it. We need action, action, action. And I'm sure this is the first action APC is taking, that we will abstain from this, their government issues. Let them do what they want to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, make them continue for the field, say Madabio will get away with this. If the international community right across don't tell una say there are issues with the elections results, then demand for make the electoral commissioner release the results them wey he announce. Now you na the electoral commissioner, now you announce the results from all over the country. The result wey you announce, you must don't get that results day in breakdown before you put them all together. They announce. If you don't announce the result, then they ask you, the one that will pay you, the one that will they pay you, when they pay the ECSL, they don't ask you, say, release the results, then they may we see exactly whether the results will you announce in a true reflection of what the people of Sierra Leone don't go vote, then fine. If not a true reflection, then at least you go get something to say. You will get answer for give. You understand? But since then people here don't ask for this thing, this man refused. He got bongo na social media for say in order that the laws. When we want to tell Mohammed Kone for say transparency, accountability, na part of electioneering process. So there we continue for ask him, no matter how long it take, one day they release that result day. And when it release am, we not get explanation for listening to anymore. We go not say that a deliberate act. So we need to go far again with this discussion. We come try follow we close, and we believe say which one I don't hear so when I go try for digest them and understand say these particular stage where we so now na Sierra Leone, we need the left to God again. No, the people say left again to God is that no, you don't pass that level day. We they take everybody to task we do wrong. Before we influencing a joke, we influencing a film in the play, but the reality don't begin hit we. Serious one. Imagine Sierra Leone then at the bottom in the international index as one of the most poorest country. The country is unsafe. The country not safe for mortal man for live day. Seriously, when I know they think before ever when they begin they try to defend Madabio, when I defend people and true people them of SLPP, not the Pauper boys, the Pauper gang, when I not defend them. When I defend a political party, a political party get a constitution, they get a beautiful constitution we una for follow. If una follow that constitution, they una follow the constitution of Sierra Leone. Una for no say Madabio not supposed to do it, they do so. You know, so Madabio with the gangs, waiting they don't do, then therefore face waiting and waiting they don't do right in front of their own face with evidence them. They show them bimbe waiting they don't do, and then they cannot get away with it. So very soon we can close. Sweet Bonita, any last few words? We want for children. Thank you.
Yeah,
Mr. George Stoker, Mr. Sally Jallo, we want for children. Thank you. Yeah.
look at Ishmael says, I am supporter of SL people still downplaying this. ICC investigation until they see Madam Bia sharing cell with Chancellor. I think Chancellor will kill him before they get back to him the next day. So we don't want him next to Chancellor. And then here we've got from Richard. Richard is saying, well, he said before, if Adebayo na man like he make he can saloon. If Madam na man, let he not go. The United Nations General Assembly. Man and can't take part.
Exactly. Can you imagine?
To be honest, it's really sad. This is really, really, really sad. But what we can do is just to continue to pray for our country, because none of us were expecting this kind of a thing in our country. Absolutely not. But I want to say thank you so much to our viewers week in, week out. And thank you to the technical team, because again, without them, there's no way we can be here. And we are sorry that today we are not able to get our guests because based on some technical situations, so it should be beyond our control. But definitely next week we'll be here live, myself, Comrade Owankasu, or maybe Comrade Fatia to be live with us. We remain your number one platform for you to get the news and information about Sierra Leone and also the stand of the party, which is the mighty APC. I remain Comrade Sweet Bonita, and I want to say good evening and God bless.
Good evening. God bless you, all the viewers. Thank you for your comments, and we'll take all your comments on board, and we'll continue to engage with you. And same time, Sunday, 7 o'clock UK time onwards. Thank you all very much. Thank you very much to the technical team for your wonderful support. Thank you.